look online and I see women constantly crying, women being confused, and all these stories I keep hearing about how men doing these women.
And how women doing these women. I told y'all which relationships by data, not by my feelings, not because I didn't seen a couple of videos or articles on relation. Which relationships, by and large, tend to be the most aggressive, tend to have the highest rates of interpersonal violence, intimate partner violence, DV. Which ones? You already know the answer to this. We've already talked about it multiple times. Women to women. So for all this, men are doing women dirty and men are the problem. Why is it that when some of these women turn to other women, the problem still exists? Why is it? If it was all about men, if men were the problem and you therefore move the problem from the equation, why is it that when the problem is removed from the equation, the problem still exists? We already know the answer. Because these ladies aren't dealing with the problem. You're not dealing with it. If your conclusions are based upon hatred towards something that God made, and if it is based upon an inability to learn how to get along in a healthy relationship with 50% of the human population, by and large, clearly there's something going on there. Clearly there's an area of opportunity. Clearly. And why can't we just admit that? Why can't we just say, look, some of us don't know how to get along with men. We don't understand them. They confuse us. Maybe there's some daddy issues or some boyfriend issues or some baby dad, whatever. But instead of admitting, I don't know how to do this. I don't understand how men work. I don't understand. Or maybe I have trust issues because my heart was broken when I was a little girl. My dad abandoned me. Or he wasn't there or this. And so now, therefore, in a relationship, I'm scared of being abandoned. So I push them away. Like, this is the real emotional, psychological stuff that really actually weighs on women. And we sometimes we carry those traumas when we're young. We already have that chip on our shoulder. We look at our mom and she had bad relationships, or our auntie or our grandma who grew up and she had bad relationships with men, so she don't have no good advice. And then we take all that brokenness and then we attempt to have healthy relationship with men, but we don't know how to because we're broken or because we have trust issues, we have spiritual issues or whatever. And then that blows up because of all that other garbage and chaos. And then now it's men's fault. Instead of recognizing all of the other dynamics that were there, be it spiritual, emotional, trauma, PTSD, all of the above, instead of addressing all of those other components, it's just men's fault. But as I said before, if that was the case, then anytime women were in a relationship with women, there would be no chaos. There would be no drama. There would be no back and forth. None of that would exist. But we already know, by and large, when women are in relationship with women, there tends to be higher rates of interpersonal violence. And so clearly, we can see that it's not just the men's fault. And it's not just men who are being violent and aggressive and have problems communicating. Okay,